Hey guys, welcome back to Love Truck Garage. Well, it's about time to get started with that sunroof. Here we go. In my last video I mentioned I had found this C.R. Lawrence original sunroof still in the box. I had been looking for one for a while, so it was a big find for me. So I read the installation instructions, watched a few videos, and cut out the template and laid it out just to see how it was going to go. It was a little nerve-wracking because once you start cutting into that roof, there's no going back. I was a little worried how my headliner was going to take the cutting. It seemed to be about the perfect size for the LUV, not too big, not too small. So I got out a tape measure, started marking off what the center was and how it would fit up on the roof. Front to back, left to right, it had to be perfect. So I went for it. I laid out some painter's tape so I could mark on the roof what my cut lines were going to be. I don't know how many times I measured it, but this is when the nerves started kicking in. I took my time and I even lost sleep over it. I measured again and watched a few more videos on YouTube. And then it was go time. I decided to drill holes in each corner and cut the corners first. After drilling the first couple of holes, I went and checked the headliner to make sure it was doing fine. The foam-backed diamond tug had been glued to that roof for 30 years or more, and it held up real good. So I used a saber saw and kind of nibbled out each corner. Then it was just a matter of connecting the dots. Cutting a hole in your roof is pretty stressful and not for the faint at heart. By the time I finish cutting, you'll see the sweat drips all over the roof. And thank you to LT for the tip about supporting the roof while you're cutting it. The roof gets pretty floppy as you go, and that's a real help to have that support. Almost there. I cut the hole a little small and worked my way up to it with an angle grinder. It isn't pretty, and the painter's tape left its mark. There's the upper frame dropped into place. The roof really looked bad, and on a whim I decided to paint it the next morning. What I thought was satin black turned out to be semi-gloss. I did minimal prep work and it shows. I didn't film putting the sunroof together. At this point I had lost sleep for a few nights and I just wanted this to be over. In the end I think it turned out okay, but it was pretty nerve-wracking as it went. The headliner tucked up nice under the frame of the sunroof, and there's a trim piece that'll hide all the screws. There's some excess butyl around the frame on top that I still have to trim off. Overall, I'm happy how it turned out, but would I do it again? Probably not. To me, this was probably one of the hardest things I've done to this truck. Very stressful. Thanks for watching Love Truck Garage. And don't forget, t-shirts, hoodies, and trucker hats at lovetruckgarage.com.